if he can see the 2 or not. I don't think he can.
I think he actually called the 2 in the top left-hand corner where his hand is right now. So that tells me that he can see enough of the 2.
Yeah.
So he's going to try and bank it. Maybe a two-way shot. I think he's going to play this with a touch of left English. Try and get underneath the free with a cue ball. No, he's spinning it all the way around. Didn't like that shot. But, yeah. Got a little fortunate with the cue ball there. Could have easily scratched, but he also he's left Chris a little bit awkward queuing over the 10 ball. So so he needs a nice steady nerve here. First shot of the match, so never easy. So whenever you eject over the top of the balls, it's very important to make sure you hit that cue ball nice and pure.
Oh.
Yeah, the first shot there, never easy when you're queuing over the ball, and obviously a little bit nervous, the first shot. I don't think he missed it really badly, but I'm guessing these pockets are quite tight.
Yeah.
You know the size of the pockets?
Yeah, we're playing on 4¼ inch pockets here, and Darren, you'll probably remember the last match you commentated was Fedor Gorst versus Tony Chohan. This is the same cloth that they played on back in August.
Okay, so the table's playing tough.
It's very snug, yeah. Oscar wanted to make sure I mentioned that in case he missed any balls. Now these guys have been here for the last couple of days, getting warmed up. They both said they like the conditions. They're definitely tight. You're not going to get a lot of slide, and really, the break is such an important part of 10 ball. I got to tell you, both of them have been breaking the balls really well these last couple of days. Spent a lot of time on it.
Yeah, they're breaking. From my experience, anyway, especially Oscar. I've known Oscar a long time. I haven't seen Chris play loads of pool, but I mean, I've seen him play obviously, but mainly 9 ball. Yeah, I see a few of his videos online, and he seems like he breaks the balls pretty good. Ooh, has he got stuck against a 10 ball here? I think he did. He played the free ball with a touch of inside English there, but maybe you can see enough of the pink 4 to make it. I thought for a moment he got stuck on the 10 ball there.
So from here, I guess, is he looking to draw back above the 10 or play the 9 combo, do you think?
I don't know. It looks like he's pretty straight.
Yeah, I think he's purposely got on the rail with a cue ball, leave a slight angle on the 6.
Sure.
And maybe he's looking at the bank. He's looking at the bank. Drawing back's not going to be easy because the 10 ball's in the way. He's got a slight angle on the 6 ball here. He might go forward with a touch of right English. Looks like, yeah, I think he's going forward. I don't think the 7-9 combo is available.
Looks like he's going to have to bank it.
Yeah, it's gotten a little funny here.
He's come a little bit too far with the king ball. I mean, it is still bankable, but it's missable at the same time. You can't really just roll this banking, so he's got to punch it in, come off the short rail here, and come back up for the 9 into the top left. I think Oscar Bank's pretty good. I think his banking game's pretty good. His one pocket game's pretty good. Well, I put him as a favourite to make this back shot.
Ooh. A little bit of love.
Yeah, the 10 ball sort of made it a bigger pocket, but it didn't for going up the 10 ball. But he'll definitely take it. But he's got to take this in the top pocket. He's like looking in the hair here because he's wanting to play it in the side pocket, but I don't think the side pocket's an option. especially with where the 10 ball is now. Yeah, he can look at this forever, but for me, he has to play this in the top pocket.
I think he's looking at, yeah, playing the bank on the 10.
Yeah, that's surprising. It's like the 9 ball's off the rail, so I'm thinking if he puts a good stroke on this, it's natural to make the 9 in the top and come across for the 10. Yeah, I'm very surprised with that.
Yeah, I think maybe just taking the guaranteed shot. Like I said, as tough as the table's playing, first rack, maybe just want to at least give yourself a shot at the money ball that you know you got. It's the only thing I can really think, especially playing the bank this way.
Yeah, I like.
Well, he didn't come further enough down with the cue ball there, so he's got to play this in the corner.
I like playing this bank better because there's a safety like that. It's
Yeah.
not too good though.
Just undercut it a little.
Yeah.
But, you know, pretty tough first money ball to be shooting at if you're on Chris's side.
Yeah, but on Chris's side, you're just happy to be at the table.
Especially because he's on the rail.
Yeah, should have got a free shot though here, because he obviously didn't expect to be at the table. Yeah, it'd be a big boost for him if he can make this.
Wow, what a shot.
Oh, yeah. Great ball. So Chris Reinhold takes the first game. So we have, if you hear some commotion in the background, we actually have a really big tournament going on side by side here. There's how many ended up, Hayden? Like 220, something like that?
The high bracket was 68, and the low bracket was, I don't even know.
140, somewhere
That
in there.
Calcutta's been going on for 2.5 hours.
Oh, yeah.
That's just the low side.
Right.
The high side went pretty quick.
Yeah. Big bar box 9-ball tournament. Got a lot of good players in for it too as well. Rob Saez,
Chip Compton.
Chip, yeah.
I think he lost.
Sergio was here.
Chip lost.
Chip lost. Wow.
Well, what is the prize money?
What's that, Darren?
What is the prize money?
Oh, it's up there.
Yeah.
I think this one will cross 6 figures, if not very close.
In field with those guys, though.
Oh yeah.
I've got to play Sergio next.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. And Chris has lost his break a little, but he's got away with it. He's going to come up with a really good shot on the 1 unless the 6
He
comes
is a
in.
break good. Lost the
Close.
cue ball. Did it to break good. He can see the 1, but he can't make it, I don't think. Unless he spins around.
Yeah, let's see. You might be able to spin it in.
Yeah, I just think the 6 is a bit too far away from the cue ball to do that, with the 6 being closer to the 1 than the cue ball, but he might be able to do it. So do they play all ball fouls or not?
That is something I'm actually not sure of. And maybe on our first break I can ask.
Yeah, so Chris took his medicine there, just played a nice little safety. Oscar's going for his jump cue. Yeah, even though that last rack was the first rack, a little bit worrying how Oscar, his shot selections really, they were quite negative. So let's see how this match unfolds really. I think if you start being a bit tentative and you let the table get the better of you, he's going to be in trouble.
I think Chris is going to get out the jump cue here.
You know, just while we're talking about jump cues, one of the things I've, of course, been in the booth getting stuff set up here while these guys practice the last few days. And Oscar hit several shots practicing with his jump cue, and I never saw Chris hit a single one. Maybe just different warm-up routines, but I found that interesting.
Yeah, I was watching Oscar jump yesterday, and it seemed like he was drawing the ball really well with his jump cue.
Yeah. I don't know if he's got a new one, maybe
wow.
trying to get a feel for it. What a good roll here, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, Oscar's renowned as one of the best jump players in the game. So he's very comfortable with the jump cue. Chris, Probably say not as good as Oscar with the jump cue or what I've seen. I mean, that wasn't a bad jump, but it wasn't his best effort either. The best jumpers would probably make the one ball there in the side pocket at least probably 70% of the time.
Who would you say is probably the best in the game with the short stick right now, Darren?
Well, there's a few in there. I mean, Francisco Ruiz, Jason Shaw, Fedor Ghost, the Taiwanese guys. Oh yeah, even Shea Mamboni is good with a jump cue. So yeah, there's about 6 or 7 guys. There isn't much between them. Oscar definitely for sure. Too sure if you're going with the one rail there or whether he was trying to come off the 2 rails and come underneath. Hit the one from underneath. But anyways, but to give Chris ball and hand there. So that lucky roll there from Chris has paid off. The key shot here is going to be the 3 ball to the 5. He needs to make sure he gets the right angle on the 3 so he can come back down for the 5 and to the bottom to the left. I don't think he played the best shot here. Put it straight on the 2. It's going to be difficult to get on the right hand side of the table to play the 5 in the bottom left now. So we might play the. If the 5 maybe passes the 8 ball. If the 5 passes the 8 ball, then it'd be okay.
It's really close. I can't quite tell. I think it'll go to the right side of the pocket, but he can't hit the whole pocket.
We can take a look from the.
It must do unless he's going on the 5-8 combo. There must be a pocket there, sure. But saying that, he's looking at the cue ball there. Maybe play a Karen. 5-8 Karen, which is quite a lot of distance there, so that's not easy.
Yeah, I'll tell you, there's really not a lot of room the way the table's playing. You're not really, can't hit the rail there at all.
And this table's playing tough already. It looks like this table in a couple of hours is going to get tougher and tougher.
He's overhit that a little bit.
And that shot there just tells me everything, really. I mean, that come off really flat. Off that 3rd rail.
Yeah, really diving.
No early 10 balls, right, Kyle?
That's right. Yeah, you can play the combo. It'll spot and you keep shooting. But I think he was actually trying to play a little further up for the 5 in the lower left as we look. Just kind of died off.
That's a good shot.
Very adventurous positional shot he tried there. He'll be very happy with that result. Well, Oscar should definitely hit the 5. Got to be careful not to come underneath it and scratch. He'd like to really hit it really thin on the way in, or play the 2 rails and try and cut it in that way and get the cue ball back down table. Well, a lot of right English here. High on the cue ball. Oh, he missed it completely. Wow. That really surprises me because usually Oscar's pretty good at kicking the ball. Yeah, there's nothing worse as a player is to get ball in hand on a straightforward kick shot. So definitely a sign of early nerves here from Oscar. It's understandable. There's a lot at stake. Chris got cue ball in hand, so he's just making sure he's got the natural angle to come down table for the 6. That's the same way I would play it. Yeah, even though the pockets are 4 1/4, like Kyle says, I think they're playing more like 4-inch.
Yeah, and actually that was one of the comments that Feder made when he played Tony here, and that was several months ago at this point. Feder has a 4-inch pocket table at his house. He felt like this table played just as tight as it did.
Yeah, so the table's playing tighter than what the specs are saying. And Chris has not played the greatest shot in the world here.
Yeah, this table plays extremely tight. I play on it multiple times a week for multiple hours. It's really, really tough.
Yeah, the rails are very lively, and I think they will get more lively as the match goes on. So cue ball control. The guy that's got the best cue ball control, I think, has got a good advantage in this match here.
Chris is going up 2-0.
Nice little start for Chris. He looks the more comfortable so far out the two. He knows a long way to go. There'll be a lot of twists and turns in this match. Yeah, it was hard to pick a winner from the start. I couldn't really. I was thinking about both players, and I'm thinking, yeah, Oscar's got the experience, but I think Chris has got obviously a lot to prove. He's very hungry. Yeah, I feel like yeah, Chris is definitely chasing down Oscar. Let's say. Yeah, it's a tough one. It's really hard to separate these two.
I was watching both of them break yesterday, and they're both hitting them perfect yesterday. But today, I think Chris is breaking better today.
2-0 to Chris, so I have to update the scores. Have to look at his break. Yeah, that's a good break. It's a very nice break. And they're using a regular rack here, right?
Yep, no magic rack.
Makes the break even better. With a racking template, makes life a lot easier. The racking the balls is paramount. You've got to be a good racker of the ball. You don't have an open shot here on the 2, but I think he's got a good safety here, Aiden. He might be able to put him behind the 8 ball with a cue ball.
Yeah.
Sacrifice the 2 ball, focus on the cue ball here. Get that cue ball tight behind the 8 ball, that would be a really good safety.
Yeah, that's what he's looking at.
Probably play the 2 towards the 10 and just really try and nestle that cue ball in behind the 8, but it looks like he's not doing that. He's playing the 2 to the 8 and using the 7 and the 10 as a blocker. Or using the 10 as a blocker. But he's played it pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shot was personal preference. Really. I'm not against him playing the shot he's played there. He's played it really well.
Can't tell if Oscar can kick under the 2 ball and hit the 2 up table and bring the cue ball back. I can't tell. Yeah, that's what he's looking at.
Yeah, I think he's looking at. I don't think he can do that, but I think he can hit the 2 half ball and get the cue ball like he just pointed with his cue. Just come in between the 7 and the 10 and get the cue ball back that way.
Yeah, he's got to mess 8 a little bit.
Difficult.
Oh, cue ball.
The result there. Yeah, it might not look like much, but yeah, it makes a big difference with him not scratching there. And Chris is asking something. I don't know what it is. Yeah, because I think Chris can make the 2, but I think the cue ball is going to go into the 6, so he's going to be open for a little bit of luck here. Can't dig into the cue ball here. We've been so close to the pocket. We just got to make sure you make it. Slow roll. He's playing safe.
That's a good shot. I think Oscar will jump here.
Surprised me that was played safe, but would have liked the cue ball tight behind the 6. Oscar just telling Chris that the 8 ball's not frozen. But yeah, I think you're right there. He can see a little bit of the 2 ball here. If he can't, I'll just play a little soft masse. He's trying to hit the thin edge of the 2. Alright, so another quick feeler shot here. He's got to slow roll the 2, I think. Hit the eagle right hand side of the 2 and get the snooker behind the 8. Unless he can see the left side of the 2, he might just put it up table and use the 10. I think it's called the side pocket just in case here. He'll try and get the cue ball underneath the 10. If he does make the 2, then he's got he might have a shot on the 3 on the side, but I don't think he's trying to make this. Played it well. I have to try and kick this in the side pocket off the short rail. And just call the 2 in the side pocket, so make sure you get your measurements right here and just put a good stroke on it. Don't hit it too soft but not too hard.
Ooh, wow. Full from the back. Can he get there?
And you might have to massage it a little bit. I think you have a kiss. No. Yeah, just a little, maybe a slight, maybe you can see it.
Yeah.
That was just angle was deceiving. He could make it, yeah. So the key shot here is going to be the 4-5 combo. It's not easy, but the 5 is just off the rail, which helps him.
He did not want that cue ball on the rail because now he's gonna. Looks like he's gonna try to jack up and stop it or draw it back a little bit.
Yeah, I don't mind leaving an angle on the 4 because then it's natural for the cue ball to come back out. You just go forward with the cue ball. And so here you just got to make sure that it puts a good stroke on it. As long as you hit the rail first with the 4, it looks like the 5 should go. 4 might just come out a little bit to the left, so having this little angle here shouldn't hurt him really. Just got to make sure you hit it decent.
Yep, hit it perfect. 4 sitting right in front of the hole.
I'd be happy with this, got a perfect angle on the 6.
Yeah, now he'll follow up and try to get in somewhere in the middle of the table and shoot the 7. Or no, he'll draw it.
Yeah, he's left this a lot tougher than what he should have done. He should be okay, but early in the match, you got to put a good stroke on this. Draw back out that rail.
I kind of like following that ball.
I want to get straight across the 7 ball.
What a shot. Looks like Chris is going to go up 3-0.
A nice confident start from Chris. He looks more comfortable of the 2 in the early stages.
It's been a lot of safety play so far.
Yep. Yeah, I think this table is going to be the safety's going to play a big part. But at the end of the day, you've got to make the balls as well. And yeah, Chris looks a bit more comfortable on the table. The guy's pocketing the balls, and Oscar does so far, but there's a long way to go.
All right, guys, if you're enjoying the stream on YouTube and Facebook, we're going to go ahead and cut off the preview here. You can get your stream pass at xpool.live. It's www.xpool.live. We've got myself, Darren Appleton, and Hayden Ernst here in the booth with you, and be here all weekend. It's going to be a great match. Appreciate y'all hanging with us, and we're going to go ahead and switch off now.
Aiden, how many matches you played so far in the tournament?
I've